See if I can talk with her anymore.
Hello again.
Yes?
Goblin.
Mr. Shoulder told me about a folk tale associated with Hobbs Barrow. It tells of Saxnot, a goblin. Are you familiar with it?
Six.
No doubt there is such a tale. Name any beastie you can think of and someone round here will have a story about it.
My thoughts precisely. Farewell.
She doesn't even say goodbye. Okay, well, anyway. Guess I have to go to the back of the plow and shoulder shoulder furrow. There's the dude. Sup?
Hello again, Mr. Shoulder.
Miss Behrman.
I've still not been able to gain permission to excavate from Mr. Bryden.
Is that so? Perhaps you could show him something that might change his mind.
Show him something that would change his mind.
What else can you tell me about this Saxnot?
Well, he doesn't
Don't worry yourself
sax.
too much with these old stories.
He doesn't play the
Most of them are old,
saxophone.
Miss Behrman.
Have others spoken of goblins appearing in their dreams?
A dream is a dream, that is all. They merely make for good stories.
I know.
But to answer your question, no, not to my knowledge.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Shoulder.
I'm sure the locals have filled you in already, lass.
You cut quite the mysterious figure. Most had little to say.
Or they said that they didn't know
I
you.
do tend to keep my head down. When one gets to my age, one grows very comfortable in one's home. I like the isolation of the moor. I wouldn't change it for anything.
I take it you don't get many visitors.
Oh no, nobody bothers me. That's the perk of living so far out. Just me and me hens. I used to
I do
come
like the
to
hens.
Bewley more often, back before my health went to buggery.
What do you think of Bewley?
Whilst one could consider the villages to be rather unenlightened, this place has its charm. The market's in town today. You can see that folk want for night here.
Is there anything else I should know about Hobbs Barrow, Mr. Shoulder?
No, lass. I'm certain we will know a lot more about it by this time tomorrow.
I hope so. What else can you tell me about the previous excavation?
I think I covered it earlier, Miss Bateman. As you yourself said, it were a time of superstitious hysteria.
What was it like, living in that period of hysteria?
I kept to myself. It didn't really affect me. My hens stayed healthy and their eggs kept me well fed. If one can keep a level head in such situations, one can get by.
Indeed. Is there anything else I should be aware of before my own excavation? No other ghouls I should be worried about?
You know the answer to that. The corruption in that soil were all in the minds of men.
What do you make of Lord Panswick?
His lordship is an important man in Bewley, as I'm sure you have gathered. His family has commanded much respect here for many generations.
Using eldritch magic.
I do. He wants the best for the village. Without his influence, the railway line would have never come through here.
Does he want more visitors?
Aye, I believe so.
Yeah, he said so. He
has
likes
great
visitors.
ambitions for Bewley and
Yeah.
wants to share them with the world.
Yeah, that's Pandywick. The back.
What do you make of Mildred Walker?
Who?
I believe she's also known as Mother Mildred.
Oh, we used to get about when we were children.
Oh.
Our paths have not crossed in a long while.
Oh.
What do you think of Charles Bryden?
He is a decent man. It must have been hard for him after that terrible business with his brother.
Without a doubt. I must say I had assumed you had at least spoken to him about my visit.
Sorry, lass. I had no intention of giving you the runaround. Again, I can only apologize.
If you don't mind me asking, what is the nature of your ongoing illness?
Oh, just the ravages of age.
Yeah.
Getting off this bench will be a small battle in itself. Something you won't need to worry about for many a year, Miss Bateman.
Growing old is a blessing and a curse. And what of your recent fever?
An ordeal it were. So much tossing and turning. But I'm right as rain now, especially after a mug of ale. Don't worry about me.
What are Lord Panswick's plans for Bewley?
He's rebuilding an old chapel on his estate. He seeks to bring God back to these lands.
But what of St. Edmunds? I think Father Roach might argue God has never left.
Indeed. Let's leave such arguments to them, shall we?
I've still not been able to get...
Oh, that's just... Yeah, okay.
Thank you for your time.
Aye, Miss Bateman. We will speak more later.
You found old Leonard, I see.
I found Lee
Yes,
Drew.
finally.
Dude, it kept running away from me because I was scary.
I've had some rather unbelievable news, Stanley.
Oh?
Oh, it's her father.
Remarkable.
Quite the coincidence, is it not?
Remarkable. Just remarkable.
Do you recall my father from back then?
I'm afraid not. Those were my droving days, you see. I didn't spend much time in Bewley, but an interesting turn of events nonetheless.
What do you know of Mother Mildred?
I'll tell you what I know about Mother Mildred. She wants locking up.
How so?
She owes me a small fortune on her tab from years ago. Do remind her next time you see her, won't you?
I'd rather not get involved, if you don't mind.
Be careful who you trust, Miss Bateman.
Who is Miss Tompkins?
A housemaid in the employ of Panswick Manor. She comes by to pick up his lordship's weekly paper.
I'm surprised newspapers are available in Bewley.
Aye, his lordship gets what he wants.
Lord Panswick likes to keep up with affairs from outside of Bewley.
Aye, he has many interests around the country.
What sort of interests?
His lordship's affairs are his own business.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with any local folklore?
Nothing comes to mind.
Well, except for Hobbs Barrow and all that.
When I were a wee boy, there were talk of a goblin.
Aye.
They say he lived inside Hobbs Barrow, hence the name, Hobbs Barrow. Hob, coming from hobgoblin, of course.
Oh,
Fortunately,
okay.
I don't remember anything else about him.
I was told not to believe in such fairy tales, Stanley.
Don't close your mind to such things, lass.
Does the name Saxnot mean anything to you?
No, I can't say it does.
Goodbye.
See you soon.
Do I have anything that I can use to deal with that knife? It feels like I've lost something. Oh well.
I do not wish to damage Mr. Kemp's...
I do. Oh well. No one else is in here? And we don't want to go there. Okay. So we got this. We need some animal hair from like someone. Oh, can we buy some? Hello.
Good day.
I'm still sitting up.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay, I guess not. But I hear this person. Hello.
Good day.
Hey up.
Look at this, Mr. Crozier. It's my father's journal.
Oh, aye? Why are you showing me?
Did you slip it under my door last night?
Ha! Have you gone daft? Why would I have your father's journal?
Never mind. Do the sketches inside mean anything to you?
Looks like a load of rubbish to me.
I found out my father visited Bewley 25 years ago. William Bateman, perhaps you remember him?
I would have been just a lad. What were he here for?
That's what I intend to find out. What do you make of this stone?
Don't look like out to me.
Are you familiar with any local folklore?
Oh, aye. The old cobbler used to tell me some rat stories. Swore he sold a pair of boots to a goblin when he were a young man.
A goblin, you say? I take it this cobbler was a regular at the Plough and Furrow?
Never drank a day in his life. Sober as a judge. Have you been to the Devil's Toe?
Yes, I'm familiar with the cairn.
Some say they've seen the goblin's daughter there. playing her fiddle.
Oh, is that what she's supposed to be?
I met a girl near there earlier. She gave me this broken fiddle bow.
Ah, well, you've experienced the local folklore firsthand then, lass.
Do you know any other stories about this goblin?
I don't have the time to be standing here gossiping about old wives' tales.
Apologies. I'm having some trouble extricating a knife from a table in the plough and furrow. Might I borrow a pair of pliers?
A knife, you say? I can get that out for you.
That's very kind of you, Mr. Crozier.
Think nothing of it. Wait here.
Oh, he's just gonna get it out. Wait, okay.
That was a struggle.
Yeah.
Here you are.
Thank you so much.
I guess that makes him Arthur.
Does the name Saxnot mean anything to you?
Never heard of it. What is it?
It's a saxophone playing
Thanks for your
goblin.
time.
Aye. Speak to you later.
Alright. Yep, still nothing. Okay, so we got a knife. Knife and a bow. Yeah, see, there keeps being like something. I don't know, it's weird. So we have a knife, we have a bow. But what do we use the knife for? Like, I still don't really know. Maybe we... I still keep thinking we need to get rid of this or, you know, use it in some way.
That is not coming off.
Okay, fine. So other than that, we need animal hair.
I don't wish to give that away.
I wasn't suggesting that you give it away. I was suggesting something else entirely.
I shan't be visiting the badgers again.
Oh, he's a foxy. I already know about the resin there. That's where she is. Okay.
Can't see how that.
Uh,
I can't think of anything else.
oh, okay. So when we can't really talk to them, she says, "Can't talk. No talking." Okay. So what do we have now? Till it's still gone. We already went by there and there was nothing. But I might... check out what's this way. Yeah, okay, it's just this still here, but I wasn't over here really. And that just goes back there. I thought there might be something over that way, but I guess not. So, the only thing I can think of to do is to go here and talk to the guy about things that I don't really want to talk to him about because he might not like it. Alright, I have one idea.
What do you make of this stone, Mr. Bryden? It was strapped to my father's journal.
Wait a minute. Let me see that. By God. Wait here a moment. I need to get something from inside.
I waited for what felt like an age. I now realise that Mr. Bryden must have been in a great debate with himself, wondering whether or not to share his own piece of the mystery with me.
Okay, I had a thought, because Shoulder said something about showing Bryden something, and then I was like, well, the thing that's attached to the journal, maybe, like, the journal itself probably doesn't mean anything to Bryden, because he barely even knew there was her father in there. But, the thing strapped to it might act as, something like a key, so maybe we can excavate.
The goat stared at me, seemingly in pity, as I stood there in that rolling fog.
Pet the goat!
Finally, Mr. Bryden emerged.
Now then, as far as I know, what I have here is the only thing that Samuel brought back from Barrow. Take a look.
Kaz.
Incredible! A pair!
That's been in my drawer ever since Samuel passed. I suppose it might be important, so I kept it safe. Fate is clearly playing a part in your arrival, lass.
Please, Mr. Bryden, allow me to excavate Hobbs Barrow, a place that is no more than dirt and stone.
You're not gonna give up, are you, lass?
I'm not.
Samuel managed to say one thing about those men that helped him. I think it's time I tell you.
Yes?
He stuttered out that one of those fellows could barely walk after they got out of there. Tongue-tied too, the men were.
My father?
You what?
My father. He had an accident around 25 years ago that left him bedbound and unable to talk.
Aye, could be him.
My mother told me it happened in a horse riding accident.
Samuel boarded up that barrow for a reason. Something unnatural occurred, I know it.
Mr. Bryden, we must rely on our rational faculties to explain any...
Promise me you'll be careful. Any sign of trouble, leave without hesitation, and we board that accursed place up again. Understood?
Wait, you're giving me permission to excavate?
Aye. Against me better judgment. I don't have the energy to stop you, lass.
Thank you so much. I am grateful.
Don't make me regret my decision. Take Samuel's stone.
Are you sure?
Aye. Give it back to me when you're finished, though.
I promise. Thank you. I'll be sure to show you my discoveries, Mr. Bryden.
I'd rather you don't. Now then, I've got things to get on with.
I don't suppose you can spare any labour to help me with the dig?
Don't push your luck, lass. Market's on today. Plenty of able-bodied men about. Ta-ra now.
And like that, I finally had permission to excavate Hobbs Barrow. As exciting as that was, I was distracted by what Mr. Bryden said of his brother's associate. There was no doubt in my mind that father was the stricken man he spoke of. You told me he was crippled after coming off his horse. Why did you lie to me?
Probably to keep you from going to these burrows and digging, which is what you did anyway.
To protect me, to stop me from following in his footsteps. You failed. And so did Charles Bryden. He should have said no. He should have never given me that stone.
Okay, well, let's, Okay, what was this one again? This one was like... AR.
I can't see how that will help me.
Yeah. We're allowed to poke you now.
We shall excavate tomorrow.
Oh,
But
tomorrow.
first, I need to find some workmen to assist me.
Oh, so we can't just,
In good time.
Okay. Let's go back. I assume that means we go back to the market and we... Well, we don't have anyone to, like... We don't have the ability to pay anyone, so this will be unpaid labor.
Good day.
Fresh produce.
What have you got for sale?
I'm selling meat, vegetables, and all sorts of herbs and things. You're welcome to have a gander.
I'll be sure to browse. Goodbye.
Ta-ra, miss.
Good day.
Freshly picked apples, miss. Would you like to try one on the outside?
Sure.
Yes, please.
Here you are, miss.
The apple looks somewhat rotten. It's riddled with holes.
Oh. Alright then. I guess we're not eating that.
Can I interest you in a pie? Finest mutton in all the county. 2p each.
No, thank you.
You're missing out. Fresh Scotch eggs.
Hello, Miss Tompkins.
Hello.
We weren't introduced earlier. My name's Thomasina.
Ma'am?
How do you fare, Miss Tompkins?
I'm waiting for Mr. Ambrose. Have you seen him?
Who's that?
The milkman. Miss Fenchurch will be ever so cross if I've no milk for his lordship.
I'm afraid I haven't seen him. You are in the employ of Lord Panswick?
Aye. He employs half a Bewley in one way or another.
I'm in need of some help for my excavation. Do you think his lordship could lend me some of his labourers?
Maybe.
Might you introduce me to him?
Sorry, ma'am, but his lordship doesn't take visitors. Any road, I must wait here for Mr. Ambrose. Miss Fenchurch will be ever so cross.
Yeah, the milk.
Are you familiar with Hobbs Barrow?
What's that?
What's that?
What do you make of these stones?
Oh, gives me the creeps.
Why?
Dunno, just a feeling.
Who is Miss Fenchurch?
His lordship's housekeeper.
So one stone people are like, oh whatever, and then two stones people are like, ugh.
Have you been waiting long for Mr. Ambrose?
Aye, he should have been here a good 2 hours ago. He's here every market day, you see. He sells only the freshest milk. Miss Fenchurch swears by it. I hope misfortune hasn't befallen him on his way here.
I'm sure he will turn up.
Oh, I hope so.